Okay, so let me just retake this once again. It's all. Why is it always hot every time I decide to do a video? So I'm gonna try to do this pretty quick. I just have my hair pinned up in my dreads, or well, these are my dreads pinned up. Anyway, let's just get to the video, shall we? Let me just cool myself down for a second, and alright, I'll be back. Okay, so I just had to bring down the bags for a second. I guess you could call this a witchy grocery haul. Oh, kind of like a witchy slash holistic grocery haul. I don't know if you guys live, well, I don't know about you guys, but I live in the West Coast, and we have a Mexican store out here called the Vallarta, and as a person who is from here, from the West Coast, I'm a little mad at myself for not taking advantage of the store when I used to live right next door to it. I no longer live next door to it, so I had to go out of town to go to that store. And anyway, I'm just lighting some Palo Santo, and yeah, I just I guess you could say I was missing my Valley Girl vibes and all of that. I think I just got a little inspired by Gwen Stefani in her music video. What is it called? Luxurious? Duh. You know, the whole like chola earrings and all of that. So anyway, the whole point, let me just get to the point. Let's just see my witchy grocery haul that I prepared myself for, especially maybe some things for the pandemic that I feel that I needed to get. And I really feel like when I went to the store, I got a pretty good deal on some of these things. So I was like, you know, I'm here now, why not take advantage of it? Because I probably won't go out of town for a cool minute. And, you know, we don't have all the stuff that we have out here. So anyway, let me stop rambling. So I just, you know, went to the Vallarta. So let's see. And I went to a few other stores, a few other grocery stores and all of that. So I'm gonna make other videos based on the products that I have bought, and probably make recipes, or I don't know, come up with some other video ideas to see what I'm gonna do with these items that I bought. So I was actually surprised because I never thought that I would in a million years go to a grocery store where they would have dandelion greens, or like dandelions in general. Well, yeah, I bought dandelion tea like at Rite Aid, but like in the box, but never like actual like dandelion greens. Like, isn't that amazing? I got this at Vallarta for 99 cents, I believe. And you know, the same, you know, dandelions grow everywhere where I live, and so nobody picks them. Like, I do pick them, but I don't consume the ones that grow wildly for specific reasons. I had a friend, she would just eat them anyway, so I'm not judging her. I just, you know, with the dogs and all these wild animals running around, I don't know what peed on it. So I was like, you know, if I'm going to consume some dandelion greens, it's going to be from a store, you know, not just from some ground that was right next to the sidewalk where everyone is like spitting and, you know, their dogs are using the bathroom. So, I was just like, wow, like, it's not, you know, it's a lot for 99 cents. It's like, I wish I would have got more. But I was like kind of in a rush, and this is like definitely my favorite pick. One of my favorite picks. All of them are actually, but dandelion greens never gotten before. And dandelion greens have a lot of medicinal and magical properties. Dandelions are also good for divination, I believe, and yeah, divination. And I know the spirits really love dandelion, or it's known, that the spirits in the spiritual realm really gravitates towards this plant, dandelion. And also, it's a diuretic, and it's just a blood cleanser. So it's really good for you. It's like, you know, um, a natural remedy for, you know, any serious, well, not necessarily, I'm not a doctor, but more like you're gonna most likely find a herbalist or healer or holistic healer probably with some dandelion lying around their house. So for me to find some dandelion greens at Vallarta, I know how to, I should know how to say that. But it's like, I don't know, it was just crazy. I felt like it was like, oh my god, I felt like the heavenly gates just opened when I found out that they had dandelion greens at Vallarta for 99 cents. And I'm also mad at myself why, like I said, once again, why I never took advantage of that store when I had the chance, especially as a baby witch. I mean, like, of course, witches, a lot of witches are healers, and they work with plants and herbs, and especially dandelion. Dandelion is also like not only very medicinal and very good for you, and a blood cleanser. And I think I've also talked about this in one of my other videos. But yeah, so I'm gonna just do another video on every product that I have bought. So I'm gonna get on with it, and I'm gonna just talk more about them individually. But this is just more of a witchy grocery haul, slash herbalist holistic healing haul, I guess. And yeah, this is all that I've gotten at Vallarta. They had like these like herb pieces of, they had all these herbs just not hanging around like this, but like bunches of herbs. And this is mint. So I don't know, like I think, and this is all 99 cents. So it was like, if you're someone that's into what I'm into, this is a great store to get, your herbs and just, your holistic, items. Hold on for a second. Yeah, my family in the background. Yeah, but that was mint. Yeah, 99 cents. It looks kind of like old, but I swear it's fresh still a little. It's just, I left it out, accidentally a little too long, but I will be using it. I just got it. So, next part. I just got these weird exotic fruits. My dad used to get these. My dad's from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. My dad's from Mexico, so, this is his store, he loves shopping here too, in the Vallarta. And I was always like, Dad, why do you always like shopping at this store? And now I know why, because it's like it has so much more hidden gems in there, And so my dad would get these. These kind of look like, hold on. Okay, sorry, once again, my family kind of distracted me, but I was just talking about these exotic fruits that I bought at Vallarta. I think they were like I'm not sure, but they were pretty inexpensive. Um, I tried one. The texture, I can't really describe it right now, but it looks kind of like a pineal gland, actually. Like, so I think if you're into like eating foods based on your chakras, even though this is not the color of the third eye, or the crown chakra, it still looks like a pineal gland. So, you know, they say like foods that are shaped as body parts. I know I look kind of sweaty, but you know, whatever. I live in the desert. So yeah, it actually looks so much more prettier in person. You can see the ridges and all of that. It's sweet and it's pretty good at first. It's just not my the texture throws me off. It's a little gummy. It's kind of similar to the texture of like aloe vera, but it doesn't have like that unpleasant taste where you just wouldn't eat it by itself or prepare it to be tolerable. But I just, those are some exotic fruits that I got. And even though, like, also I was thinking about going into the whole kitchen witch um, craft, the whole kitchen witch idea, you know, because it's like I love holistic healing, I love herbalism, but so does food, you know. It's also most, depending on what kind of food you're eating, it can be medicine and have just as much as special and great remedies and qualities. Just as much, certain foods may have just as great qualities as herbs. But, you know, so I've been like a banana girl. I've been into bananas for a couple months now, ever since I've been making these smoothies. I think I'm going to make a dandelion smoothie. And if I do make a dandelion smoothie, I'm going to really, I love dandelion. I have a, you know, dandelion is connected to my heart. So, you know, I may make a special video on dandelion, but everything that I'm showing you, I'm going to try to make a video, recipe, or something, because, you know, I love to be creative this way too. I just don't show it as much. Yeah, I got these little bananas because it just brought back my childhood. I was just having a dream about these bananas, and I was like, where can I find baby bananas again? And I was like, duh, the Varieta. You know, I'm from the valley, so, you know, I grew up, you know, of course I'm half Mexican, half black, half Mexican, but I grew up in a very Hispanic community, so, you know, very Mexican community, so, like, stuff like this, going to, like, Mexican stores, this is something that I was used to seeing, were these kind of bananas, and that's what I love about going to stores that are, you know, based on certain cultures, because you can find like so many hidden gems. Like I found star fruit, which I'd never had before in my life, and I can't even describe those little pineal gland fruits. They're like, to me they're just kind of like a plum, but they don't really taste like a plum. They're a little bit more like on the sugary side. I don't know, they don't, you know how like sugar canes don't really have diverse flavors, it just tastes like raw sugar? That's what that reminds me of, but just like a more gummy kind of texture that's a little weird to me. Yeah, and this aloe vera, I'm gonna probably use it for my hair and my skin, for a lot of holistic healing. I think, like I said, I'm gonna try to incorporate each video for what I do for this haul, for each item that I have for this haul, I mean. Yeah, I love aloe vera. You know, since I have my dreads tied up and everything in these pins, you know, I'm more of those people that like natural remedies instead of using remedies that are, you know, with processed chemicals that are you're putting in your hair. I bought some flax seeds from another store, and I wanted to make some flaxseed gel and some aloe vera gel and put it together and use that as, you know, a gel that I can make for my dreads. And it also has a lot of great benefits for my hair as well. And I love aloe vera. It's great for your skin, and if you have skin problems, this is great. It's naturally cooling. I bought like 4 of these actually. I don't want to, I gotta make sure I'm paying attention to where I'm putting my stuff. Okay, so I've bought a whole bunch of these. these were 99 cents. Oh my god, I gotta wash these. Okay. These were 99 cents. That's crazy, right? I went to Walmart. They were a little bit more expensive, but they weren't like overly expensive. They were like $1 or something, like almost $2, I think. And those were 99 cents at the Vallarta. So, and you know, I have ginger, and this ginger, like, I think I got a pretty good deal on this ginger at Vallarta. I could go to like usually like another store, and they usually will probably be around the same price as this store, but this one was probably like a few cents off at a, you know, a typical Walmart or something. So, is that it? I don't want to take too long. Oh yeah, so I got ginger. I'm gonna make ginger tea, and I got a good deal on turmeric. They had a whole bunch of turmeric. I have some more in the bag, but yeah. I'm trying to, oh my god, I'm dropping it everywhere. I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. I love turmeric. Oh, I can put it in my smoothies. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna try to be quick. Turmeric and ginger, I'm gonna, especially like, I just want to find ways to boost up my immune system, so, oh gosh. My poor mint is like getting old. Okay. I don't know why it looks dark at the bottom, but there's like more mint that I had bought. I guess I bought more. But like that's because it was hot today, so I know it looks weird. Trust me, it's still fresh. It's still new. I'm just gonna have to, I don't know, dry it out. But yeah, like that was a witchy store, especially if you're a healer, even if you're not a witch, if you're a holistic healer, if you're a herbalist, I think this would be great. A nutritionist, this would be a great place. This is another store. I got they have a section. This is like if you go to Kroger's, if you have a Kroger's or like a Food for Less. I have a Food for Less. So I bought some flax seeds. I have ground flax seeds, but I just wanted the actual like seed because I need the seeds to make the gel. And I can't really find any flax seeds anywhere else, that usually go for a good price. And it's hard to find herbs when I go to like certain stores. So like if I'm at the Vallarta or like Food for Less, those are great for people that are like herbalists, medicine people, healers, holistic healers, or just people. I just love this stuff. Any witchy people. A witchy grocery haul that I did today. So this is more stuff. Okay. So, like for my body, I have eucalyptus here. This is really good for your respiratory system and, for colds and flus. And even to prepare for the coronavirus to prepare yourself for that, that's also good for that. Like especially certain type of colds and all that, eucalyptus is great for that, Eucalyptus has been this is a Mexican brand, I'm pretty sure. Mexican brand, Hispanic brand. And so it's spelled in Spanish, eucalyptus. So yeah, like usually when you go to those kind of stores, like Hispanic stores, or stores that are even like, black owned stores too, they have stuff like that too. They used to have a black owned store out here that sold, like they didn't sell stuff like this necessarily, but they did sell like herbs and soaps and all that kind of stuff that had herbs and all that. And this is a 7 blossoms tea. It has star anise seeds. It has tilo star, chamomile, linen flower, rose petals, and passion flower. And they were all 99 cents, except the flax seeds. I think the flax seeds were probably like $2, $3. But the rest were all 99 cents. I'm like I'm gonna have to show you guys what I end up doing with these, because I was at the store and I was like, why am I not taking advantage of this opportunity to get all this stuff when I have a couple bucks on me, and I might as well just get it before it's too late. I'll be mad at myself. Like, this is all $1. Most of the stuff was all $1. 99 cents. Those little herbs, bundles of herbs, like the mint, the ones that kind of look like sage smudge sticks. But they're just, bundles of herbs. They're like 80 cents, 79 cents. You know what? I have to do a second Witchy grocery haul to actually show you how I go into the stores and how I actually find them, because some people can't find it. Some people have told me they had a hard time finding herbs and all of that. And so, like, herbs and all this kind of stuff, like, when you're like into Wicca, or when you're into anything that's like earth based, spirituality, or even not, whether it's just earth based, healing or health, like herbalism or whatever. Sometimes people like may not know where to get these things. And like, if you have like stores that are, Hispanic owned based stores, or like I said, even sometimes black owned stores, they usually like black, owned stores, they're usually hair products. They're mostly based on their hair products, but sometimes they, have stuff like this too. And it's not just necessarily those races or those cultures. It's just, you got to know where you are looking at. You got to know where you're finding this stuff. Because when I was into the craft, it was also really hard for me to find herbs like eucalyptus and rose hip. I mean, yeah, I could go outside and probably sneak into somebody's garden or a wild field and find some herbs. But like, what if I wanted to make it into a tea, and I didn't want to, drink, grab some random roses outside. Who knows? Probably somebody peed on those or something. So that's why I like to go to stores and get the rose petals, like, if I do decide to consume it. If it's like, I want to make a smudge stick, then I can just go outside and pick a rose or something and some rosemary, But if I actually want to drink it, for certain health benefits as a tea or smoothie, then I will, usually go to these stores. But yeah, I got turmeric, like, Vallarta is not necessarily the most, like, doesn't always have, like, the best deals on everything, but when they have, like, stuff like vegetables and herbs and fruits and, like, roots like turmeric and ginger and all those things are, like, those are worth getting, because usually you can always find a good deal in those sections at their store. Other than, buying something, that's probably going to cost you more money, and it's usually processed food, or, it depends on their products, but people usually don't say that they have, the best bargains all the time. But when it comes to their herbs and their exotic fruits and vegetables, and, all their, like ginger, turmeric, all that stuff, like, I usually tend to get a bargain. And especially with, like, even sometimes Walmart, just go, to every grocery store that, some that are a little bit, more like Trader Joe's, some that are a little bit more like Rouse. You can always find, a little bit of here and there usually in every little store when it comes to stuff like this. But yeah, that is just my haul, and I will be making more videos on what I'm gonna do with them. And yeah,